Hello and welcome to Big Man Rants Roundtable, where I'll be joined by a guest to talk about the latest stories from the realms of comics, movies, video games, and television. And this week's edition of Roundtable, I'm again joined by my good buddy TW Music on YouTube. Alright, so you ready to jump into some movie news?
Yes.
Alright, so first up, we got some Transformers shite.
Yeah, it's news that nobody saw coming.
It's news
everybody saw coming.
It's news that nobody wants.
Yeah, it's more of the same.
So
and everyone's like, well, of course it is.
Yeah, early reports, people that have seen the screenings from the early screenings of the movie, saying that it's more of the same garbage.
It's like really funny because like they got all new actors and nobody's fooled. Everyone's like, dude, it's still Transformers.
I love it because who didn't see this coming?
Yeah, exactly. I think everybody at this point knows what the Transformers franchise is, and like take it for what it is.
Well, it's made what, 2.7 billion?
Yeah, it's made an unbelievable amount of money.
So it's not shocking that they would stay with the same tropes and not try to make it something like completely different, like they tried to do with stupid Vegas movie, the fucking Hangover 3.
I actually never saw the third one.
You see, I just saw that the other day because it was on HBO Go, so I decided to or Max Go, one of the two. So I decided to check it out. That movie was trash.
Yeah, I heard really bad things about the third one
because it was completely different, and it's like I left watching that movie thinking the same thing that I thought looking at the headline for Transformers, and I was like, if you're gonna do schlock garbage, you might as well stick with doing schlock garbage.
Yeah, like especially like once you get to like 4 in your series, there's no dignity left. You can just do whatever you want.
No, there's no dignity left. So I'm not surprised they're sticking to the same garbage.
No, and they always will. Like when they make more of these, it's gonna be more of the same.
How many more do you think they're gonna make of this? They're just gonna it's gonna be Transformers It's gonna be like in Back to the Future 2 when he sees like the Jaws 15 or whatever it is.
Yeah. I think they're gonna make 5 and then continue to make them and stop numbering them. It's gonna give them like silly names so you don't realize how many there are.
Transformers Age of Apocalypse.
Like I want to like make jokes about schlock names, but they've already like got it covered.
They really do. What's this one? Does this one have
Age
a schlocky name? Oh, is it? It's Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
So they're already on the bus. They're already on the schlock bus.
Yeah, so it's like the schlock bus is a lot more stops.
Stopping to a theater near you.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's always gonna do well. So there's always gonna be more.
Yeah, that is true. Until people get smart enough to stop seeing it.
Nah, but a lot of people like that stuff. A lot of people want to go see a movie where
giant robots are punching each other.
Yeah.
But
if that's for you, then good for you.
But there's a good way of doing that though, because like you had movies like Pacific Rim, which was pretty goddamn cool in my opinion. I don't know if you saw that movie.
No, I never saw it.
Oh man, it's really good, man.
Pretty jaded about giant robot
movies. Unless it's like Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah.
You didn't see the new Godzilla yet, have you?
No.
Oh, you're missing out, man. It was good.
Yeah, I heard it was really good, and then I heard it was really bad.
Yeah, there are some mixed things on it.
What side of the spectrum I'm on?
I really liked it, but I thought it was like really, really long, and the pacing wasn't great on it.
Yeah.
And they underused Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, but I figured they would do that. I called that.
Yeah. They kind of focused more on the dude who's gonna play
Quicksilver?
Quicksilver, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they had an actor for him yet.
No, yeah, it's the guy who plays Kick-Ass.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he was in Godzilla.
Yeah, I know they did the post-credit scene, but I really didn't notice him.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody even really noticed him in the post-credit scene.
Because he was just screaming in my face.
Was he? I don't even remember that. I just thought he was like bouncing across the walls.
Yeah, and then they did the schlock jump scare where he just pops up in front of the screen and screams at you.
Did he?
Yeah.
Are you sure we saw the same
I think so. You're talking about Winter Soldier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one that happened.
I do not remember that happening. That's very
and
interesting.
You see Scarlet Witch in the background, this juggling thing.
That I remember. And then that's the jump scare thing, because then she blew up the puzzle thing that she was juggling.
I don't remember. I didn't like that scene at all.
Really?
Yeah. They are. What do the guys say? They are exceptional.
No. They are. This is the age of miracles.
Yeah.
They can't. Well, it's understandable though, because they can't refer to it as mutants.
Yeah, but at that point, why even do it then?
I kind of agree with that too. Although Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were like two of the founding members of the Avengers.
Yeah, but you've already established Avengers, so
I know. But I don't know. They're like cool characters, and they want to do them, and apparently they have a reason for doing them. Let's say
Yeah.
it's not just arbitrarily throwing them in. From what I've
It's
heard.
really funny because like they have a weird thing with Quicksilver, and the X-Men movies have a weird thing with Quicksilver,
Yeah.
where they were like, my mom liked the guy who can control metal, and they
Yeah.
like confirm.
Yeah, that was. I didn't really hate that as much as you did. I thought it
Yeah,
was
that
at
was
least kind of cool if they were alluding to it, because I didn't even think they were gonna go that far.
yeah.
I didn't think it was possible, but I guess they made him look younger, or made his character younger, or feel younger in the movie. Cause I thought he was gonna be like the same age as Magneto in that
Yeah.
film,
No, he was. Yeah. I didn't even know he was in the movie. To be honest.
which wouldn't have made sense, but
No, not at all.
yeah.
That would have been really strange.
He was like the best part of that X-Men Days of Future Past movie, though.
I thought it was too much of him.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like on the minority here though. Everyone loved him.
I actually, yeah, I loved him, dude. I think everything after that point in the movie kind of like went downward.
I just think that was a really weird movie.
Yeah.
But we've really strayed off the path of Transformers.
Fuck Transformers.
Yeah. I don't think anyone wants to stay on the subject of Transformers very long.
No, even
It
Michael
was
Bay.
really it's at the point where there's not much to say.
No, there's
It's
really
like-
not. It's beating a dead horse.
Yeah, it's
just,
really just beating the dead horse.
just like Michael Bay's doing on screen.
Yeah, this horses are dead and getting beat everywhere.
They're just laid out from Transformers, and then they're being turned into horse Transformers.
Yeah, I wonder how long this one's gonna be because these movies are just unbelievably
4
long.
hours. It's gonna be.
Like, I just
It's gonna be
that's
like
the thing that always
Gettysburg.
gets me is like it seems like he's not putting effort, but then he makes like a 2.5 hour movie of just nonsense.
That's amazing too. It's like I don't know, like how he does it.
Yeah,
Like, how does he have the patience to sit there and go, "I'm gonna create 2.5 hours of nothing but schlock"?
like if I was making a movie like this and I was just doing a cash cow, I would just make an hour and a half. with,
Yeah.
Like maybe like 2 human characters and robots fight each other.
Yeah, an hour and a half is like a good time, right? That's like popcorn flick. It's like an
Yeah.
in and out kind of movie.
Yeah, that's like standard comedy time.
Yeah, it really is for any good comedy.
Yeah, if your comedy is like 3 hours long, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you should have as long as it takes to put a good story out there, but
Yeah.
yeah, it usually seems like along the beaten path of going an hour and a half is what you want to attain.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, anything over an hour and a half for a comedy is pretty rough.
Yeah, it's really hard to justify making.
Are we
like, a
calling
movie-
Transformers a comedy? I just actually
I don't
gotta,
know
like,
what you would call Transformers. No, I don't. I just mean like
trash.
there's no reason to have them as long as they are.
Yeah, it's
It's not like a
horrendous.
movie like Winter Soldier. Where how long was Winter Soldier, by the way?
Winter Soldier it felt long. I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
think it was like 2.5 hours.
Because it was. But the thing is, like that movie had so much going on.
The pacing did drag a little bit in the middle, but towards the end it was really
I don't
good.
think so. I think considering all the things they had to explain, they did a good job.
They did, yeah. And I think Marvel's made a habit now of doing like that 40-minute Act 3 in their movies.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
They just have a giant battle for like 40 minutes ever since the Avengers. Like that's been kind of the trope of it.
Yeah,
And I
It's
kind of like that.
it's a good way to end an action movie.
I think so, yeah.
It's just like a movie like that has so much to explain, and then a movie like any of the Transformers you can explain in like one Optimus Prime monologue.
It's just we came from what was their stupid planet called? It's
Cybertron.
Cybertron. Yeah, I think
Oh,
that sounds
that's
about
not right.
No, I think that sounds about right. Cybertron.
I hope not, because that's terrible. Cybertron.
Cybertron.
Yeah, it's just like because I think in the first one he's like, "We came from Cybertron. I am good. He is bad," and like that's the entire explanation.
Yeah, it really is.
That's all you need. Like you don't need to have like these pyramids and suns exploding and stuff. Just-
It's like the plot of Alien versus Predator, where they tried to like shoehorn a plot in,
that movie
remember
was
that?
hilarious.
where the Predators were like harvesting aliens. To practice fighting them on
Yeah.
Earth. It's like why I never understood the plot of that. It was like
I'm
like they were
trying so hard to remember anything about that
the
movie.
Predators. I think came to Earth with alien hosts, and they put them in like Egyptians that like thought that the Predators were gods.
Yeah.
And then like the aliens would come out, and then they'd fight them, and then when they could no longer fight them, and the aliens took them over, they would just blow it up with their arm explosive thing.
Yeah, that's really creative writing right there.
Yeah, that is. Well, no, that's hey, that's a weekend of drunken. Hey, we need to get something quick.
But that movie is Citizen Kane compared to AVP two.
I don't remember any. The only thing I remember about
AVP
AVP
two
two was there was
was
like a pizza guy,
yeah,
and
that movie
like
was hilarious.
and then like a thing falls in the woods, and aliens are just.
That movie tried. At least I don't think it took itself seriously, and that's what made it better.
I don't remember. I
It's
honestly
like
can't remember. Wasn't it rated
the
R too? It was like
yeah,
as opposed to the PG-13 rating that the other one got.
yeah. We saw it in theaters like
We
whenever that
did.
was.
No, we did. And then wasn't I think it had some the gimmick of it was there was like a predator alien like combined creature or something. Like
And they were fighting the predator, and then like a nuclear bomb exploded.
yeah, you do that's right actually, yeah.
I'll
That
never
movie was
forget
awful.
the ending scene where the general's like, "What are you?"
I do remember that.
And
Yeah.
I just that movie is amazing. I want to watch that again.
I think a rewatch needs to happen.
I remember this scene where like the dad's like tucking in his son or his daughter.
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't worry, there's no monsters." And then one just jumps through the window.
Oh, dude, I remember that. Oh, wasn't there like a father out with his son out in like the woods like hunting something, and then
Yeah.
like they thought they like shot a deer or something, but it was an alien tube, and that's how like the aliens started spawning.
Yeah, that really
Oh,
that's a fun
man.
movie.
I would love to sit there and do like a commentary for that movie.
Anytime you put verse in your title, it's gonna be awful.
It's just schlock. I'm surprised they haven't done Terminator versus RoboCop yet.
Yeah, which actually makes me nervous for Batman versus Superman.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There hasn't been. There's
'Cause,
never.
like verse is like the curse word.
Well, it is. It's versus like the total cash grab fucking term.
Yeah.
It's for
like,
it's for stuff that it's just made for making money.
Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason, Ballistic X versus Sever, which I've never seen, but I really want to because it just
Yeah.
it looks horrendous.
The sci-fi ones are really funny though. Like I watched it was like Super Croc versus
Oh yeah,
Mega Dinosaur. Or
Mega
something like-
Dinosaur. Wait, what was the giant shark one? It was like Megalopolis versus I can't even remember.
Yeah, but like I like those movies because they know what they are,
Yeah, they're just garbage.
and they leave me with a smile on my face.
Well, that's like Sharknado too, right? It's
Yeah,
like a movie
like,
that doesn't take itself seriously. But
There's
it's
no
like full
budget.
on.
There's no plot.
No.
This is nonsense. What's really funny about Transformers is like there's a knockoff movie called like Transmurfers or something like that.
Yeah, it's made by I forget what the company's called, but the company that makes that movie like
Yeah.
specifically Taylor makes every like one of those parody movies. So like anytime an actual movie will come out, they'll come out with like a parody version of it.
Yeah, it's so funny to me because like I feel bad because like people buy it think it's the real thing.
I think they like exclusively sell to Netflix, and that's how they get their stuff out there.
Because
'Cause
like,
I
I
always
read a
see
lot of
that stuff on
Amazon at work.
Netflix.
I always see like District 8 or
Yeah, District 8. Transmorphers or they had one for Pacific Rim too. It was like Pacific Horizontal or something. It was some fucking terrible title.
Yeah, it's so funny. I
Or
love it though.
Yeah, it's like Atlantic Rim.
It's so funny
It probably
'cause,
was
like-
Atlantic Rim.
If you take a job for a movie like that, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you really do.
You want a quick $2,000 and you just
I wonder like how they get their actors for those movies. Like I feel so bad for anybody who acts in those movies.
Well, there's a lot of people who want to break out into acting.
Yeah, but that's absolutely not the way to do it. Like nobody's watching Transmorphers and it's like, hey, this guy is gold.
Yeah, I think like if you're like an extra for like 10 years and someone offers you a role in Transmorphers,
I guess so.
it's
I
like-
guess that's who it's for, right? It's for people who just have no shot at going anywhere with their movie career.
Yeah, there's people who will do anything.
Yeah. Well, wasn't the American Pie chick in Sharknado?
Yeah, Tara Reid.
Tara Reid, she's like a transmorpher. She like goes from like fat to skinny like every year.
I don't. I don't. She really did not choose movies well after American Pie.
No, or life choices.
Yeah, she was in that Uwe Ball movie, Alone in the Dark,
Oh, ew, really?
and she was playing an archaeologist.
Oh.
So she was like supposed to be like a doctor, and it was really like Tara Reid. So everyone was like,
She was uncovering mysteries.
She was like, saying, I need to study these artifacts, and she would just, like, come up and look at them.
That's really funny, man.
Yeah, she. I can't name anything else she's ever been in though.
Yeah, all I know her from is American. Oh well, no, she was in Van Wilder too.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, that's right. She was in the one I actually like.
yeah, yeah. That
Just,
wasn't a bad movie.
that was a funny movie.
Yeah, and then Ryan Reynolds decided to go do other things like Green Lantern.
Yeah. Well, like I usually like trash actors who do romantic comedies, but he's really good at it.
Yeah,
He just has like the persona to
he did
really
like
excel.
2 in a row there too. He did like Just Friends and
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd call Waiting a romantic comedy. No, I
Oh,
wouldn't.
hey.
That was just
Waiting
a
is
regular-
hilarious.
Yeah, Waiting is really funny, man. Very underrated movie.
No, I think everyone who knows that movie likes it.
Yeah, it's like cultish. Like not a lot of people know about that movie.
Yeah, but did you know they made a Waiting too?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, I'd never seen it, but I've seen clips of it, and I was like in shock.
Who's in it? Because I know that nobody came back from the first one.
The guy who was nervous to pee in public,
Yeah.
he was
Oh,
like,
Calvin.
yeah, he was like a superstar in that movie.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah,
so
like,
he
he
so
had
he did
girls
so he did
all
come
over
back.
Yeah.
How
That's
about
honest.
how about the manager dude? I forget. He's like a comedian. I forget.
That
his
guy's
name,
awesome.
though.
That guy's in everything.
That guy is in everything. Yeah.
And I can't tell you what his name is off the top of my head.
No, neither can I, but I do know him. Yeah.
That guy's like typecasted for like the jerk manager or supervisor role.
or any role that needs a jerk.
Yeah.
Remember he did that fucking naked cowboy show on Comedy Central a while ago?
Naked cowboy?
Yeah, he was like a naked guitarist dude who's like sat there and like played country songs and stuff, and it was like
I have no idea what
it
you're
was
talking
some kind of weird comedy show.
I can't even help you out because I have no idea what you're talking about.
The naked trucker and T-Bone show.
I have no
That's what it
idea
was.
that is.
Yeah, it was like a live musical comedy act thing that he used to stand there in front of an audience naked and play the guitar.
I wonder who like thinks of things like that.
It's amazing.
It's funny because they probably came up to him with the idea and he's like, you know what? Yeah, sure.
Fuck it. It's like, what the fuck am I doing?
How much does this pay? All right.
I'm booked for this and Waiting 5. Yeah, he's like the Clint Howard of television show jerks.
He's the man though.
Yeah, he does rule. Yeah, we got so off topic of Transformers, but fuck it.
Yeah, Transformers is not. Because like you can't stay on it for too long.
No, it's a comedy in its own right.
Yeah, I just wonder if they make a 5 if Mark Wahlberg's gonna stay on.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has to, right? I think
I have no idea.
I think this was supposed to be like a trilogy of
Oh,
new
man, really?
flicks. Yeah. Yeah, this was supposed to be like the first of a new trilogy, I thought. And I
That's
thought that
amazing.
Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be the new guy.
I wonder if they're even gonna mention the other dude whose name I can't remember. I think his name is Sam in the movies.
You mean Shia LaBeouf's character? I think they have to, right?
I think they kind of do, but they probably won't.
I think he'll get a mention.
Yeah. Well, they'll have like a CGI of him dying to Megatron.
Oh, could you imagine?
That would be so funny.
It's like straight out of Back to the Future 2 where they use his likeness, but they don't pay him.
Yeah.
They
He's
did
just,
that.
like walking down the street and like the dinosaurs come get him.
And they just so they mention him and they use his likeness, but they just never pay Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, that's a new way to do it as a CGI actors.
Yeah. Well, you know they wanted Jason Statham for that role that Mark Wahlberg's in.
That doesn't surprise me.
He was like one of the original people that was up for that.
Yeah, he probably laughed right in their face.
No, I think he wanted it, but I think he had like other obligations at the time or something.
Yeah.
He was doing Expendables 18.
Yeah, that's another one that's gonna get out of control.
Yeah, I think this next one's gonna suck too. Cause
No, I think it's really hard to make it bad. Expendables.
well, the next one they're changing to PG-13.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because of what's his name, right?
Was it because of some
Norris?
specific? No. Chuck Norris was in the second one. I don't think Chuck Norris is in the third one. But I read like some interview that Stallone did where he was like, well, we want to get this out to as many people as possible, and you know the younger people who may have not been old enough to see the other movies, and they want to get into this type of stuff. And I'm like reading it, I'm like, what?
Yeah, they should just be honest and say dollar sign.
Dollar sign. Yeah, that's another movie that's bound to turn schlocky at some point. Although Mel Gibson's in this one, so
That's awesome.
at least that's a reason to watch it. Did you see
Yeah.
the other movie Mel Gibson was in, the recent one with?
I haven't seen a Mel Gibson movie in like 10 years.
He was in Machete, the
No, I didn't
second
see that.
Machete movie. He was actually pretty cool in Machete.
I actually just watched Braveheart again because they put it on Netflix.
Yeah.
That movie aged really well.
Did it? I actually haven't seen it in a
That's
while.
why like he's done a lot of things to make people mad, but I'll always love the guy.
Yeah, he's really offended everybody
Yeah,
and anyone
he's
on
done
the
a lot of
spectrum.
questionable things, but man makes a good movie.
He does. He's and I really think the thing that could you imagine if he did like another Lethal Weapon movie? Is this 80-year-old Murtaugh and 80-year-old Riggs?
That'd be awesome.
How old is he now? He really is old.
Yeah, he's gotten up there.
Yeah, he's like what, in his 60s, late 60s at this point?
I think so.
I
I
can't.
heard the movie he made like a couple years ago was really good, but nobody saw it.
Which one?
He
What was
was
it
like
about?
he had like a doll and he was trying to get people to like him or something.
Whoa, I've never heard of this. I know he did like Get the Gringo was like the first thing he did after he did the Christ movie.
Yeah.
And that nobody saw that piece of shit. Then he did something recently. Yeah, you're right about that. I just can't remember what it was. I think it was an action flick though.
It may have been. I'm not even sure.
I think he's better as a producer these days. Cause
Yeah.
he did the Passion of the Christ movie.
Yeah.
And then he did what was the other one? I'm thinking 10,000 BC, but it wasn't 10,000 BC.
Oh, you're thinking of
Apocalypse
Apocalyptico or something?
Yeah, Apocalyptico. And
That movie was really good.
yeah, that movie's badass, yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the atmosphere of that movie.
Yeah, dude, it was like brutal and like really savage.
Yeah, it was really a rough movie.
Yeah, and I didn't know if I could sit through something that had like it was all subtitles like that, but man, it was so brutal.
Yeah, I think that it made it better.
It was, yeah, it did. Yeah, it added to the atmosphere of it.
Yeah, it was just a really it was a really dark. It was really interesting. Like you wanted to see what happened next.
You really did. Yeah, that movie was great.
Yeah, that was a while ago though.
Did you see that North Korea is denouncing the Seth Rogen and James Franco movie, The
Yeah,
Internet?
I didn't read the article, but I saw it. When is that due to come out?
I don't know. It's I want to say this fall. It's not a summer movie, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's sometime this fall or maybe in November or something.
Yeah,
It's a movie I had no idea was being made, and then all of a sudden I just like heard a bunch of things about it.
Yeah, I heard nothing about it until you brought it up to me.
Yeah, I like barely mentioned it last week, and now it's like getting more and more traction
Yeah.
because North Korea is like officially denouncing this movie and like shunning Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Yeah, but I think no matter what it was, they were gonna do that.
It's really funny too because I heard that, and this is like a real thing. Like Kim Jong Un said he'd still watch it though.
That's really funny.
So it's like kind of like us, like we'll just see a movie and we'll be like, oh, trash, garbage.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you want to see this movie?
I'm
Yeah,
still
okay.
watching it. Like Transformers.
Yeah.
Like I would never pay to see that movie, but when it comes out on HBO, I'll surely watch it. I have a penchant
they're a
for
hard
watching
watch.
schlock.
I don't mind watching bad movies, but when they're so long, it's
I
tough.
actually love watching bad movies. I have like a penchant for wanting to watch garbage, and I don't know why. I just like I love seeing how trashy a flick could be.
Yeah, I think the novelty wears off. The movie's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Like when we watched The Room, that was hilarious because it was only an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah, the room never felt like it dragged.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was
that
just
was, like,
like 'cause everyone
solid
else in the
hour and a
room
half.
was just so angry.
I can't. Well, speaking of the room, it's actually awesome that you mentioned that. You know that James Franco bought the rights to that.
Yeah, he's doing like a documentary.
He's doing like
on it.
the documentary.
That should be really good because they did one of those for Troll 2, and
Did
I think
they?
that was really good.
Really? Yeah, I heard Troll
I think
2
it's
is
called
like one of
Best
the worst.
movie.
Yeah, I heard Troll 2 is like one of the worst movies ever made.
I'm embarrassed to say I've never seen that.
Me either. Never seen it.
And I've seen a lot of really awful movies.
I'm so excited to see James Franco's version of that though, of The Room, because he's gonna play Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, that's hilarious.
As his brother's gonna play Mark, I think. Dude, how fucking cool is that gonna be? Oh,
That's
hi.
gonna be amazing.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah, that movie's gonna rule.
Yeah, I'm really excited
I'm
for
excited.
that.
I love that. I love the premise of it too, because it's like behind the scenes kind of stuff.
Yeah, I enjoy stuff like that.
I hope it like, because it's based off the dude who played Mark like wrote a book about it, about
Yeah.
how bad the production was like behind the scenes. So I hope like it incorporates like real life stuff, because I would
Oh,
love.
I definitely will.
Dude, I'm so fascinated with Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, I'm fascinated with people who make things, and then like the guy who made Birdemic.
I've heard of that too. I heard that's like not like as interesting though as people make it out to be.
Oh, it's really bad, but it's really interesting because the guy who made it like thinks it's amazing.
Well, isn't that like, well, that's how Tommy Wiseau is too, but isn't that like how all people who make bad stuff are. Like they're never
Yeah.
self-aware that they're making like a terrible movie
Yeah.
until it's like nationally terrible, so that they just go with it.
Yeah, that's always the thing. That's what separates them from movies like Sharknado.
That's true. Okay, fair
Because
enough.
like people who make Sharknado know that they're
No, that's garbage.
yeah, and that's why it's like it's a different kind of bad.
That is true.
That's why like saying something is bad is real. It's really it's a complex thing.
It's either so bad it's good, or it's so bad it's bad.
Yeah, the concept of bad is a very complicated thing. I have no idea how we got on the subject, by the way. We were talking about North Korea like 2 minutes ago.
But not as complicated as the next Daredevil casting. Segway.
Yeah, that was that. Well done. Well done. I think it's a great choice.
I think it is too. Do you think Rosario Dawson is going to play Elektra?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's no other reason to get so hyped up over it.
Well, they didn't confirm whether or not she's playing Elektra or not, and like the character description they gave of her is very vague. That it could
Yeah.
be like a number of different people. Did you?
Yeah.
I think she's good though. Did you see Sin City?
No, but she's I saw the poster of her in SimCity too.
Yeah. She's very. She was really good in that. I like. She's like you wouldn't think it, but she's. I think she's got the physicality to play
Yeah, that's
somebody
gonna
like
be
Elektra.
a fine casting.
Yeah, I think she's very good. I think she'll do great.
Yeah.
But one thing we didn't get to last week that I actually really wanted to get to was the Wilson Fisk casting. Vincent D'Onofrio as
Kingpin?
the Kingpin.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. He's a great actor. I think he's awesome. I want. He's a big dude, the Kingpin.
He's a
And
hard.
it's gonna be really distracting for me to see this guy.
He's a really hard person physically to capture on screen.
Yeah, he really is. That's why you've only seen him once.
Yeah, and although I actually wasn't a fan the first time around seeing Michael Clark Duncan in that role, but then you kind of like talked me into it because you kind of saw because he he was you were right, he was perfectly suited for that role physically.
Yeah, he was the best person they could have got for the role.
Yeah.
Just because of he is. Some people are just so big, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, he was a physical presence on screen. He really did rule.
I would have loved. I don't know his name, but the guy who plays the Mountain on Game of Thrones. He would have been the perfect Kingpin.
Physically, but would he have been a great actor? I don't know.
I'm sure he could pull it off.
I don't know because I haven't seen anything else that guy's done other than that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they're gonna do this character as just like a mobster, not this big.
I think
imposed
so too.
force.
I think he's going to be a lot more mental of a character, and I like D'Onofrio because it brings like credibility to the show instantly.
Yeah, well, this is really panning out to be an awesome show.
It is. It really is. It's got Rosario Dawson and Vincent D'Onofrio and the dude from Boardwalk Empire, Charlie Cox, who's excellent. He's an excellent actor in his own right. And
Since this is a Netflix show, is it going to be released immediately?
yeah, so
I
you can
think
just
that's really cool.
binge watch it. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how many episodes it's going to be, but they usually do about like 13 episodes. Is that right? Like 13 episodes a season? I think that's how much House of Cards had. Right?
Yeah, I think
So you see,
yeah, they always seem to wave around that point.
yeah, I think that's good for TV. I think around 13 episodes is okay.
Yeah, I like shows where they just go all out and put like 20 episodes up.
Really, you're a fan of? I think that's like too many. I think like the the network like the CBS NBC kind of like structure that they have where they come out with like 22 episodes a season. I think it's too much.
Yeah, how was this spoiled by Battlestar, where it was like literally 20 episodes a season?
That's so much though. It's like
It was
45-minute episodes for 22 episodes a season.
Yeah, I was worried because it was only 4 seasons, but
Yeah.
it took like forever to watch.
Oh, dude, yeah, because 4 seasons of something that's 22 episodes a season like that is like 8 seasons of any other like AMC show or something.
That's why I was bummed out because I finished True Detective in like 2 days.
Well, but that's smaller. I think True Detective's smaller than like the 13 or 18 episodes or I'm sorry, 16 episode seasons that like some like The Walking Dead is.
Yeah.
I think right around 13 to 16 episodes is a good mark. I think 10 like Game of Thrones is a little too short, and like 8 like True Detective is way too short. But 22 is so long.
22 is
Like
probably
Arrow is 22, and it's like that's like that goes from like September to April. it's like the better part of the year you're just watching the same program.
Yeah, that's true.
It is tough. And speaking of TV, you got the Breaking Bad news hitting this week.
Yeah, they're doing
with
they're
the.
already renewed for season 2, right?
How is that possible?
Well, it's I think they figure because of the popularity of Breaking Bad that people are gonna watch this no matter what.
To me, that's offensive though. Like, and I love Breaking Bad. I think Breaking Bad was like one of the best shows of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But like historically, spin-offs have not worked on television. Can you remember one spin-off that's ever been like that's gone more than like 3 seasons and been successful and
Um,
been watched?
the Jeffersons.
Yeah, but what,
Yeah, but
like
that's
30,
really
30 years ago? We're moving on.
Yeah, I really can't think of much else.
Yeah, I mean, the last spin-off I remember was the Scrubs spin-off, where it was like college scrubs or something, and it lasted like
Oh,
3 episodes.
yeah. I think the last one I never watched it, but they made Angel out of Buffy.
That's true. Fair enough. So maybe it works sometimes, but how'd Angel do? I wasn't
I
like
don't
a
know.
huge,
I'm not a fan.
yeah, I've never been a huge yeah, I've never been a huge Buffy fan either.
Yeah, I just don't know if the concept's gonna be something they can do for
I
long
don't
term.
think so. Like the whole thing that made Breaking Bad cool to begin with was that it was the story of Walter White, and when you take Walter White out of the equation, it's
Yeah.
I mean Saul was great, and the guy who plays Saul is great, and he's a
Yeah.
great sub character, but sometimes putting sub characters like into the spotlight is not the best thing you could do. Agents of Shield.
I'm obviously gonna give it a shot.
Oh no, so am I. I mean, without a doubt, I'll be watching it. But I just find it offensive that it hasn't aired one episode yet, and it gets picked up for a second season.
Yeah, but when you're associated with Breaking Bad, I think you're
But
gonna get
the
privileges.
whole point of like television like this is like that it's based on ratings. So it's like this thing has ratings 0. It's got nothing yet, and
Yeah.
they're just. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's so good. Maybe it's blowing people's minds that are seeing like the pre-screenings of it.
Yeah, like the guys in the pre-screenings, their just heads explode.
Yeah. It's like a Transformers movie. Can't get off the subject of Transformers. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope it's
I
that
think
good.
this show is gonna rest on the shoulders of the sub characters, like his
Yeah.
clients.
Yeah, it has to.
Like
It's
if his
got to have
clients
really
are really
clients.
interesting, they can make it work.
Yeah, I think so. It's got to. Do you
And
think?
I know they're gonna like, cause it's a prequel.
Yeah.
They're gonna have like the schlocky scenes.
Is
of
it a
him.
prequel though? Are you
Yeah, it's a
sure?
prequel. Yeah.
Okay, I actually didn't know that. So
Yeah,
do-
because everyone was mad when they announced it because they said, "Well, spoilers. He obviously lives."
okay, fair enough.
And they said, "Well, it's a prequel."
Do you think that you're gonna see cameos in from?
Yeah, that's where I was going with that. Is
Cranston
you're definitely gonna
and,
see,
and
Walter
Jesse?
White. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, you heard Bryan Cranston say that that they think about doing another season of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I really,
How would you feel about that if they did?
I don't
Or-
want.
You know, yeah, I honestly I wouldn't hate it because I wasn't. Really
I would be
particularly a
so
fan.
curious to see how, but like I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but I think
Yeah,
That's
I won't.
dope.
I won't either. I'll just say that I wasn't particularly a fan of how it ended. So.
yeah, I thought the ending was great.
So
I just I think let it go.
More. Yeah, I think yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing more, but like as a whole, that show
I think
was
you
awesome.
can't make it better at this point. So the only thing you can do is tarnish.
You know
Logan.
what? You sold me on it. Yeah, you can. You're right. You're right. You cannot make it better at this point.
Yeah, like no one's gonna say, "Man, that's sixth season." That.
you know you're right. You're absolutely right. It would just be like a cash grab if they tried to do it again.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I'd watch every episode, but
Oh, absolutely. As would I.
I don't desire it at all.
No, nor do you desire to see Mr. Freeze come into Gotham. I love the segues. Though. I'm just segueing.
Yeah, you're really you timed it that well. Is Mr. Freeze in the Gotham show or the other thing?
No, yeah, they want him for. I think it's Gotham. They want him for Gotham.
Yeah, that makes me so mad because I really like Mr. Freeze. I think he's one of the best villains Batman has.
So you think they're gonna screw him up?
Because he's like blacklisted because of Batman and Robin.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm just saying, like, Mr. Freeze is one of the most interesting villains.
Yeah,
And so far, he's been, like, destroyed on screen.
he really
I
has.
think I'm worried this show's going to be awful, and it's going to be just another reason not to have him in it. Like, not in future movies.
Oh.
'Cause I was really excited, because, like, they're going, like, the fantasy route with the way Batman is now.
Yeah, and thank God for that. I'm really happy with that.
And that's, like, a good opportunity to use someone like Mr. Freeze.
Well, using Mr. Freeze in the show doesn't mean that they can't use him in the movie. Because I
I'm just- yeah, I know, I'm
think
just
that
saying
I don't think the
it's-
show and the movie have anything to do with each other. I think they're completely different universes and they don't tie in at all.
No, I agree with that. I just mean like if the show is awful and Mr. Freeze is in it, it might like pursue people not to use him.
Well, it says that the director here or the showrunner here of the new Gotham series he has a pitch for Jeff Johns about adding Mr. Freeze's unknown origins or uncertain origins into Gotham.
Wait, uncertain origins.
That's what the quote says. It goes, "I have a big pitch with Bruno about Mr. Freeze character, whose origins are uncertain. If I can win Jeff Johns over, and if I can win Bruno over, then I look forward to the moment where the character can be realized." That is the exact quote.
I would love to get a pitch like that.
Yeah.
I would just throw the guy out of the room.
Yeah, you think his pitch is just like he has a giant ice machine?
They're gonna
on his
like
back?
they're gonna like make him have Captain America where they just find him in ice.
Yeah, ew. Yeah, they'd probably change his origin up.
I don't I don't understand why they need to do these things.
Well, I have
He's
to.
the doctor. His wife has an illness.
Yeah,
He got
yeah. Wouldn't you think
unsure.
like if they put him in the show, because like Gotham, the whole point of Gotham is that it's supposed to be a prequel to Batman. So if you
Yeah.
put him in the show, like he's not gonna be Mr. Freeze. You wouldn't.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
because he
think.
can't be.
Yeah, he can't be exactly because exactly. So, so you'd think that it's probably just gonna show him like as a doctor, like maybe trying to trying to like cure his wife of that fucking ridiculous disorder she has or something.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know either. I would like to see Mr. Freeze done well though in a movie though. You're right about that.
Yeah,
I do like how they're going with the more magical mystical route with Batman now.
All you gotta do for Mr. Freeze is just watch the animated episode Heart of Ice and just do exactly what they did.
Yeah, just in live
There you
action
go.
form. Yeah, they did do it right in those animated series.
And the voice was perfect.
Yeah.
They actually have you played any of the Batman games?
Which the Arkham ones?
Yeah.
No, I haven't, but I heard I missed the boat on it.
Yeah.
And then it's like so hard. It's so hard to like go into like a series after you've missed the boat on the initial one.
Yeah, we can still play the initial one. I would recommend that.
Yeah.
But in the second one, Arkham City, Mr. Freeze is in it, and they did him really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that series has been really faithful to like Batman.
Yeah, I would love to see a good Mr. Freeze in the movies,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
along with the Lazarus Pit and although I wouldn't want to see Killer Croc.
Yeah, Killer Croc. I don't want to see him or Clayface.
Clayface I wouldn't mind, but Killer Croc is like
Clayface, they should just call him Plot Twist.
I feel like if they did Killer Croc, it would turn out like the Amazing Spider-Man, where they did the lizard.
Yeah.
And it would just be
Killer Lizard.
this dinosaur on screen.
Well, actually, that wouldn't be a problem for Killer Croc because he really isn't a complicated character.
Yeah,
He has like no ulterior motives. He's just a giant.
he's just a giant dinosaur. I don't want to see a giant dinosaur though. There's an
He's not a
extent to
scientist. He's not looking to,
there's an extent to the magical and mystical that I will go with Batman.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Killer Croc. He's a
But-
good like.
But
He's a
Ra's
good
al
video
Ghul
game
and
villain.
Ra's al Ghul and the Lazarus Pit, I'd like to see.
Yeah, although I really liked the one from Batman Begins.
I did too, but I never thought that he was true. I never thought he was totally true to the character.
He was
and
good enough.
I hated in the third one where they had a clear like path to bringing him back with the Lazarus Pit, and instead they made him like a figment of Batman's imagination. Like he saw like in his mind he saw like a hallucination of him.
Yeah, I
and like he
remember
told
that.
him plot details. it just never made sense to me, and I was like, that was a perfect opportunity for you to introduce Lazarus Pit, and they just didn't do it.
Yeah, I can see that. They always use that in the animated movies.
They do, and I like Lazarus Pit. It's cool.
Yeah, it's a good concept. That's actually funny. That's another thing in the video game.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the main points of the second game.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Were they trying to like take over people are trying to take over the Lazarus Pit or something?
Yeah, the Joker finds out about it, so he's trying to like become immortal.
Become immortal? Yeah.
And Batman's like, that's probably a bad idea.
That's probably it's like, that's probably not good.
Yeah.
We should stop him.
That's actually one of the best games I've ever played.
Is
Arkham
it?
City.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming out with another one.
Another Batman?
Yeah, it's gonna be the fourth one.
Oh yeah. Oh,
As long as they keep being good, I'll keep buying them.
I actually thought you meant. I thought you were doing a little segue there into.
No, no, I am not here to segue.
I was actually gonna give you some credit there. You're doing a little segue into the
Yeah,
next
two
topic.
guys.
But no, no, but
Madness.
yeah, they are making another. Before we do that segue, they are making another Arkham game. They covered it at E3.
Yeah.
But then they push it back.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I don't mind waiting to make it better.
Isn't it? I heard it's like futuristic Batman now.
Yeah, he has the Batmobile.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
well, so like it's more open world now too, and it's like
Yeah, I'm really excited.
yeah, that's actually. I mean, I've never played any of the other Arkham games, but I do have a yearning to maybe try this one out.
I would start with the first one.
It's so hard though. Like it's on. Like you could probably get all that stuff on Steam, but
It's really not. It ages well. It's not a. It's not like
yeah.
outdated. It's not like you're playing something on Super Nintendo.
Fair enough.
You know?
It's so hard to like get into that though. It's like if you never played like the Halo series, it's like starting from one.
That's true, but it's yeah. I see what you're saying.
It's so tough. It's because it's a lot. It's time consuming too. That
Yeah.
you'd have to play all those games.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
But anyway, segue.
Yeah.
So the rumor of the week was, or the rumor of last week was that they're gearing up for another Batman movie in 2019. They said.
Yeah, I don't know how. That's 5 years from now.
Well, it's still a rumor, but I guess it kind of makes sense when compared with Ben Affleck's schedule because he's supposed to be doing another. I don't know if I don't think it's a sequel to Argo, but it's another like Argo type movie.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to do that right after he's done filming Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, I just
So then he would do Justice League after that, and then he would be free up in 2019 to do another Batman movie.
I'm just
Solo
really
flick.
curious how that's gonna work. Because isn't he like supposed to be retired in this continuity?
I mean, again, Zack Snyder has like a love for that Dark Knight Returns series. So, but
Yeah.
it's not, from what I hear, it's not going to be super Dark Knight Returns though. But he's taking aspects of it. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be retired as much as he's just going to be like very veteran crime fighter. Like he's been doing it a while.
Yeah, I just wonder who they make the villain, especially if it's after Justice League.
Yeah, I mean, who could possibly? It is going to be weird, right? But I guess, but maybe not. I mean, because they're doing. I mean, Marvel doesn't stop doing solo flicks just because they do Avengers. I mean,
They
everybody
might
has
they might do the Joker.
I think they probably would.
Yeah, I think they would actually.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the one. Would you be happy with that though?
I wouldn't mind.
After Heath
I'd give
Ledger
it.
doing
If it depends on how everything up to that point was.
There was actually rumors semi recently that they were secretly looking for people to play the Joker, possibly in Batman versus Superman, like as a cameo.
Well, okay.
Yeah. It was nobody good. I can't remember who was rumored for it, but it was nobody good.
Yeah, I like the way they did it in Batman Begins, where they say this guy's doing stuff. Here's his
Yeah,
car."
and then they dropped the dude. That was
was
badass. Yeah, yeah, I loved how they did in that. Like you don't need to like show them. Like you just need to reference them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough though. There's some big shoes to fill after.
Yeah,
after
it
Ledger,
really
though.
is. Good opportunity though.
It is an opportunity, right?
But if like you do a bad job, your career is pretty much over.
Yeah, and
You're gonna be the guy.
you're gonna be the dude. You're gonna be marked as that guy.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know. Did it kill Schwarzenegger's career that he played Mr. Freeze?
No, but it did. It permanently damaged everyone else's.
It really did. Yeah, I guess it kind of.
Um,
It's really funny the amount of star power that was in that movie, but like they all
Yeah.
went on to do more movies after that. Like they
Yeah,
were
like,
unscathed.
Like George Clooney still gets asked about that movie.
He does, and he hates it.
Yeah, he said he would refund anyone's ticket if they
If
spoke
they
to him.
asked him,
Yeah.
if you ran to George Clooney, would you ask him for a refund?
I don't know. I want to say yes, but I probably wouldn't.
You
Like,
probably-
to his face.
I think it'd be a really awesome conversation starter.
I don't think he would want to have that conversation, especially with like a random guy.
You'd hit the shit out of you.
It's like you're just like some random dude. You're like, hey man, you really sucked in that movie, and
Can I have money?
like you see him at Starbucks, he's like with his family, and you're just like, hey man.
Can you get my coffee? That movie sucked.
That's probably what. Like I have to imagine the year after that came out, he just couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the day after it came out.
I wish I could have been at the screening of that movie.
It's really funny too, because like, have you heard like stuff like that went on during that movie? Like I heard, like, cause he was still doing ER during that time,
Yeah.
and like dude, fuck him, if he says that he always hated it like from day one, because like there were like stories that he would like walk onto the set of ER like in his Batman costume,
Oh,
like
that's funny.
he
I
was
never-
digging it, man. He was fucking digging it. And then like it comes out and he's like, "Oh wait, well, you know what? This movie sucked."
Yeah, it really sucks. Like you get a role you really want, and it's like the worst role of your career.
It's just garbage. And then he goes on, he makes 3 Ocean's 11 movies and kind of makes up for it.
Yeah.
Even though people hate those movies too.
What's the name of the lady who played Poison Ivy in that movie?
Uma Thurman?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't wreck Uma Thurman though. She was in Pulp Fiction. She gets a pass.
Yeah.
What has she
still-
done recently though? That is a really good point that you bring that up. What has she done recently?
I don't think she's done anything. I think the last thing I remember her in was in the Kill Bill series, and that was a while ago.
Oh, you know, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and those are awesome.
Yeah, she's an awesome action star.
Yeah, I think the only one who didn't make out on that deal was the dude who played Robin.
And who was Batgirl?
Oh yeah,
I forget.
I can't remember their names.
Yeah, I think Robin was Chris O'Connell.
Chris O'Connell, right?
Chris O'Connell or something like that.
Or yeah, Chris O'Donnell.
O'Connell? I don't remember.
I think it's O'Donnell actually. Yeah. And now he's doing that cop show now, right? Or he's been doing it for a while with the rapper
Sure.
NCIS or some garbage.
Yeah, probably something like that.
He's doing it with that rapper though, with
Ice-T or Ice.
No, not Ice Cube, but I don't think it's Ice T either. Man, we really suck when it comes to rappers.
Yeah, we're really not.
I will tell you right now.
It was Ice-T. All right, it's one
It's
of them
ice
was
something.
Ice.
It's one of the ice. Vanilla Ice, Ice Tea, Ice Cube. He does
Yeah,
Hawaii 5-0? No, he was in an episode of Hawaii 5-0. And NCIS Los Angeles. With LL Cool J.
I don't watch those.
No, it's LL Cool J.
Okay. I hate those shows because like they're like 45 minutes long
And
and they all have the same formula.
yeah, well, the thing that's bad about it is there's like such diminishing returns with a show like that, because there's like 15 of them. It's like NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS New York, NCIS Vegas.
Yeah, I just always hate like when they're like 20 minutes into the episode and they're like, "We got the killer," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, it's 20 minutes left."
Or the episode starts with a guy looking over like a dead body, and then he takes his glasses off and it goes, "Wah!" Plays a Who song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of schlocky.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No, neither am I.
I like the. That's why I really enjoyed True Detective because it was like such a far cry from that.
Because it was so different. It was really dark and really gritty.
Yeah, it took all the nonsense out of a show and gave you like a gritty murder show.
Really gritty murder shit. Yeah, and it's really funny. Like I just watched it for the first time,
Yeah.
and like I wasn't totally buying it. Like I watched the first episode, and I was like, oh, so this is Lethal Weapon, but really fucking dark. Because it really was. It was like the character of Murtaugh was the Woody Harrelson character.
Yeah.
Like where he was like the family dude, and he was like the guy who's been like the straight edge fucking detective for a while. And then
Yeah.
like the crazy motherfucker was Matthew McConaughey's character. Like he was just nuts,
Yeah.
and he didn't have like a penchant for his own life, you know.
Yeah.
But like I didn't totally like buy into McConaughey's character after like the first episode, because the one scene that killed it for me was like that scene where he's in the car and he's like talking about like human extinction and shit, and he was trying to be all philosophical, and I was like,
Oh, I loved it. I
was
thought,
like, shut up, McConaughey.
I thought that reminded me a lot of like Rorschach from Watchmen.
Yeah, but it didn't have the same charm to it.
I liked it because it established that like this dude's crazy and Woody Harrelson's gonna have to deal with this.
Yeah, but you don't I liked the crazy like bit though, but it was like it seemed so pretentious though that he was trying to be
fun.
so philosophical with it and shit. Like he was just like, oh, human extinction, yeah, the whole human race should just stop fucking.
I liked it because like that was like the first time Woody Harrelson talks to him, and he gives this like this batshit crazy speech,
Yeah.
and he's like, just don't talk to me ever again.
That was so Riggs and Murtaugh moment though. It was like it parodied Lethal Weapon so hard, but it was like instead of like Riggs being like the fucking crazy likable character, McConaughey was just being all philosophical and shit. And I was like, shut up, McConaughey. You're a great actor, but shut up.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh no, I did too. I mean, it grew on me. But every time that he spewed out another one of his like diatribes about philosophical nonsense. I was like, ugh.
I thought they got better as the show went on.
It did, yeah. No, it took like a few episodes for me to get behind his character.
I really like the one speech where he's talking about like when people die and they kind of accept it at this last second.
Yeah,
It's just like I just really enjoyed it because that character was awesome.
it was. But dude, that was such a Lethal Weapon ripoff, though. You seen
Yeah,
Lethal
yeah,
Weapon,
I know what
right?
you're saying.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so like it's. I don't know. It just felt like taking those same character traits and sticking in it and something. I'm not that I hated it because I did love it, but
Yeah.
it did felt like played.
Yeah, I just saw it for what it was and I enjoyed it.
Fair enough. Speaking of Lethal Weapon, Shane Black is directing or prepared to direct the next Predator reboot.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this probably would have been better to throw in when we were talking about fucking Alien 40 minutes ago, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing another Predator movie.
I don't have any high hopes, but I would probably watch it anyway.
Didn't they already try to reboot Predator though? Didn't they do it with
I don't recall them doing a Predator.
No, they definitely did another Predator. I think it was called Predators.
Wow, yeah, you're right. It's
yeah.
Amazon. There's a 2010 thing.
Yeah, with Adrian Brody. Yeah, they did it with they did it with that was supposed to be like the reboot of Predator.
Oh,
Like,
I remember this movie.
Yeah, I saw this on my birthday when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie was horrible. Fucking what a horrible present it was.
Yeah.
I just remember it was like humans landing on like the Predator planet, and then there was like subdivisions of predators. Like there were different predators. It was like castes. It was like different casting systems of predators. It was like they had like the intelligent predators, and then they had like the army predators. Like, this is just weird.
Yeah, I really.
Topher
If I never
Grace
saw
was in
another
it.
Predator movie again, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Oh, if you never saw one?
No, like I like the first one, but I'm really.
Well, the first one ruled. It had Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Yeah, he was awesome
Jesse
in
the
it.
Body Ventura was in it. Yeah, that movie kicked ass. And then like nobody likes the second one. I actually don't mind it that much.
I don't remember much from the second one.
It was like Danny Glover, and it was like urban-based Predator where he was like in the city.
Yeah,
I kind of dug that, man. He was like chasing him
I'm sure
across
it's
like
better than I remember it being.
rooftops. No, it's probably worse than you remember.
Yeah.
But I'm like in the minority on that one. I do like that movie though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be down to see another Predator movie if they did it right.
Yeah, I just don't see like why. Like who's yearning for more Predator?
I don't think anybody's yearning for more Predator, but I wouldn't mind seeing another, especially because Shane Black's a really cool director too.
Yeah.
Even though Iron Man 3 was questionable, but it was still enjoyable.
That'd be funny if like he gets up as a predator and it's like I'm Trevor, mate.
Oh no, I'm Trevor, mate. No, I'm not here to
I'm the
hunt you.
predator.
I'm not the Predator, mate. No, you're looking for
That'd
that
be really
other
funny
dude.
if like that was his claim to fame. Like every movie, the villain was an actor.
every time the villain was a British actor.
That'd be awesome. I'd see every one of his movies.
Yeah, that's like the M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong fucking trope.
Yeah, I think that was his biggest fall as a director. Is that like after Sixth Sense, he's like, I need to do this every movie.
Yeah, didn't he make like what was his next one after that he made? Was it The Village or
Wait.
something?
The Village, yeah.
Yeah,
Or Signs. It was either The Village or Signs.
Signs was good though. I mean,
That's the one where they died by water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, it was okay though. I mean, the story, like the majority of the story, like during the movie, was pretty good. Mel Gibson played a pretty good role. I like that movie. It's fine.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix was in that movie. I know that movie gets made fun of a lot because it's really easy to make fun of that movie. It's like swing away. It's like all you take away from that movie. Swing away and water is the only.
That's
two
all I
things.
remember is water. It's like they come to this planet that's like 50% water.
Well, that was kind of like the Tom Cruise alien movie,
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds, where
That movie was such good.
where they came down to Earth and like like even though I think the whole thing of it was like they landed on Earth hundreds of years ago and then they came out of the ground. So the premise was they've been on Earth for the last 100 years, but the second they come above ground, it's like, oh, viruses.
I remember like it was the biggest cop-out ending of all time.
Well, I mean, it's the same. I can't smash it too hard because it was the same premise as the original War of the Worlds.
Yeah. It's just I laugh so hard when they're like, oh, we're gonna lose. Next scene, they're all dead.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, great job, movie.
Yeah, it's like a League of Legends match where like 5 people DC at the same time. We're gonna lose. was, yes, we're gonna win. Yeah, it was. I mean, I can't bash it. It's the same. It was the same plot as the original, but
Yeah.
I just think the thing that turned me off to that movie was schlocky acting.
Yeah, I don't like sci-fi remakes.
Nah.
Usually don't do very well. Like
Yeah.
that other one, The Day After. No, what was it?
Well, Day After Tomorrow was pretty bad.
That's the one with Nicolas Cage or Keanu Reeves.
Day After Tomorrow.
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Day the Earth Stood Still. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was really
dude,
bad.
That movie sucked.
That was really bad.
Well, because like the only reason that people remake these sci-fi classics these days is because like it's like CGI.
Yeah, and they're so much worse.
So much worse. Like the whole point of it, the whole reason it was good before was because it was like psychological and was mental.
Yeah.
It was not.
Yeah, like they redid Rollerball.
Yeah, they did. Do you remember? Wasn't Paul Heyman in that movie for like 2 seconds? He was like an announcer in that movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't? Oh, dude. Speaking of LL Cool J, yeah, he was in Rollerball, right?
Yeah, he sure was.
Yeah. Who is the main protagonist or the main protagonist in that
I think
movie?
it was the guy from American Pie.
Wasn't it the guy from American Pie too? Yeah, I can't remember his
Yeah.
name, but yeah, he was in that too. That
That
movie
guy
sucked.
had much luck in life.
Well, oh, dude, he was in the Chung Lee movie too.
Oh, he is amazing in that
Dude, that movie sucked, but it was great. Yeah, that movie was on the scale of bad. That movie was awesomely bad.
Yeah, that movie was hilarious. I still don't know what he was doing in that movie.
He was like trying to act like Neo in that movie. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, whoa. He was trying
Just like
to play
the badass detective. Who had
Oh.
nothing to do with the plot.
God, he was so horrendous in that movie.
That movie was. There's a YouTube video about that movie. It's so funny.
Oh, is there? Somebody
Yeah,
makes
find it.
somebody makes fun of it or breaks it down?
No, they only make fun of him.
Oh, they only make fun of him. I just remember watching that movie and rewatching the watermelon scene 15 times in a row.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Just throwing a watermelon on people.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah, what a great movie. That was Michael Clark Duncan, wasn't it?
No, I
think
don't
it
think was Michael Clark Duncan in that movie.
Yeah, he was Balrog, I think.
Oh Jesus, I forgot about that. Oh,
Yeah.
tell me that wasn't the last thing he did.
I think it was.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad. He went from doing the Green Mile to that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Michael Clark Duncan. But going back to redoing old movies, do you see see Paramount's latest slate of 2016 films? Where they're planning to redo Beverly
Yeah, I have
Hills
it in
Cop?
front of.
Or no, not redo it, but give it another sequel, I guess.
Yeah, I see G.I. Joe, Beverly Hills.
G.I. Joe 3.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't watch any of the G.I. Joe movies.
Oh, you didn't see the last one with The Rock?
No, I saw the first one, and I couldn't stand to watch anymore.
Yeah, the first one was bad with the Brendan Fraser cameo.
Yeah, that movie, that ended G.I. Joe for me.
It didn't get any better in the second one, so I can't imagine it would get any better in the third one. Are you looking forward to another Beverly Hills Cop though? Are you a Beverly Hills Cop fan?
I don't think it's gonna be good, but I'll watch it.
Are you a fan of the originals?
Yeah, they're good movies.
I think it's a good opportunity for Eddie Murphy to go back to his roots.
Yeah, I think that the time has passed.
Because it is like 20 years too late. But the third one was so bad and left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Do you remember the third one where it was in a theme park?
I don't remember anything about the third one.
It was in like they didn't. I don't think they brought anybody back from the previous two, and it was in a theme park. And I just remember at the end he was getting awarded by a fox.
I don't remember that at all.
It was
that movie's a total blur for me.
It was horrendously bad. But if you went back to like gritty Beverly Hills Cop with and it was rated R, and it was
Yeah,
Eddie
that's how it
Murphy,
should be.
Eddie Murphy being Eddie Murphy, like classic Eddie Murphy, like
Yeah.
the family type shit.
You
I wouldn't
put
mind seeing
bananas
another one.
into, cars.
Yeah, bananas people.
Yeah.
We got a banana in my tailpipe. That movie ruled. The first
It
one.
really was.
The second one was okay. The third one was horrendous. So speaking of horrendous, did you see that the Prometheus writer John Spatz is planning to write Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't see Prometheus, but I heard it was atrocious.
Oh, you still haven't seen Prometheus?
I don't want to see it.
You gotta see it though. It's one of those things that's so bad and such a mindfuck that you need to see.
Yeah.
You need to live it.
I've heard like the plot, and I'm like, wow, that's really bad.
The black goo.
Yeah, I don't have it in me.
the plot is horrendous for it, which makes me scared. But then recently, Kevin Feige, president of Marvel, he is fucking like Superman when it comes to dismissing all doubts about things.
Yeah.
Like he always says the right shit about stuff.
Yeah, that's why he's the president.
He was that's why he's a Hell Hydra. But he was quoted as saying that Doctor Strange is like a super priority for him. That he's been looking at it for 14 years.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Strange is an easy movie to make.
It's I don't know. Is it that easy to make though? Because it's
stick to the origin story.
No, right, but it delves a lot in like other dimensions and realms and stuff. I don't know if it's like I mean it's doable, but it's and I can't wait to see it.
I think the origin story is not going to be that hard to do.
I don't think it's as
All
easy.
you have to do is establish he's a jerk, and then he loses his hands, and then he fights wizards.
Fights wizards. Fights wizards. With your wizardry.
You are now a strange doctor.
Why are you so strange?
I hope they say something like that.
Ew. Could you imagine?
Yeah, but I don't want to see Prometheus because I'm so tired of seeing bad alien movies.
Especially when they come from the Alien franchise.
Yeah, like what was Alien? What was the one? Retribution or
Resurrection? Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst.
Yeah, that was the fourth Alien movie.
Yeah, and Alien 3 is just as bad.
Yeah, Alien 3. I just saw both those movies semi recently.
Yeah.
And yeah, Alien 3 is really bad, but nowhere near as bad as Alien 4.
Yeah, Alien 4 is the worst.
But Alien 4 was almost good because it was in the sense that like it almost didn't take itself seriously because it had like Ron Perlman in it, and it was like Ron Perlman doing like a bunch of one-liners the entire movie, and it was enjoyable to watch because it was so bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, it's funny because like you watch Alien 2 or Aliens.
Oh, dude, fucking classics, man.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And the thing about both those movies that's amazing is that they were both completely different movies.
Yeah,
and they were
the best
both
part.
amazing. Like one was, like the first one was a great horror flick.
Yeah.
Like really, enclosed, like kind of.
Yeah, like the Dead Space.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was like a claustrophobic horror flick, and then like the second one was an awesome action army thriller.
Yeah, and it was like it worked.
And it worked. They both worked. They were both great. And then the third one was like monks.
The fourth one was just like, all right, let's just make stuff up.
I was like, hey, who can we bring in to do one-liners? Who's not doing anything this week?
Did she like date with the queen in the fourth one?
She didn't. No, I don't. Well, she didn't fuck a queen. But like, she wasn't getting fucked by an alien. No. They cloned her because she died in the third one. Spoilers.
Yeah.
She died in the third one, and like they cloned her, and then in the cloning process, they like somehow made alien human hybrid.
What a load of garbage.
Just a load of shit. Yeah, that movie did suck though.
Yeah, it really did.
And then on the subject of sci-fis, did you see Looper?
No, but I heard all about it.
Yeah. Well, that guy is directing the next Star Wars film.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, wasn't the whole point of like JJ coming in and then like not doing, like, JJ's not doing Star Trek 3.
Yeah.
Like, he's completely off the Star Trek boat now.
That's too bad.
But
because Star Trek 2 was amazing.
It was okay. It was pretty good. It had its problems, but it was pretty good. But
that was a great movie.
Wasn't the whole point of taking him off the Star Trek boat was to like do like 10 years of Star Wars? Like wasn't he supposed to do all three of these films?
I thought he was.
Yeah.
Figured they wouldn't change directors.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've been hiring a bunch of directors recently for spin-offs, and that's cool. But why get somebody else other than J? Like, because from everything I've heard, they love JJ. Like, he's doing a great job with in terms of how he's been handling the filming and the direction of this movie.
Yeah.
So why stray away from that if this movie is going to be really great?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna have to wait and see.
It's very odd. How do you feel about it?
I don't understand it, but I'm just gonna wait for it to happen. It is really strange.
I mean, I liked Looper. I thought it was pretty cool, but so like I don't have a fear that this guy is going to screw Star Wars up, but
yeah.
it's odd.
I just think it's
He's
I think it's
odd.
dangerous because like if the second Star Wars is bad, it doesn't
Yeah.
bode well for the third one.
But then again, if the first Star Wars sucks, maybe it's a good thing.
I don't know. I guess that's true. Because usually, like in these trilogies, it's like first one's good, second one's amazing, third one's all right.
Yeah, unless you're talking about the prequels where all three of them were shit
Yeah, but I mean like in this standard trilogy.
in standard trilogy forms. Yeah, there's never been like a complete trilogy where every single one has been amazing.
Yeah, like look at.
Maybe Lord of the Rings has been the closest.
I really didn't like the third Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
That's a whole different thing.
fair enough. I really
mean,
like
like,
the I really like the second one. Everybody
Yeah,
shits on
second
me
one
for liking the
was
second
awesome. Second one is by far the best. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think so too. A lot of people say that they love the third one, and the first one is kind of meh, and the second one is not as good either.
I thought the first one was a great introduction.
Exactly. I like the first one for what it is, and I think the second one's awesome.
Yeah,
I love the battle scenes in the second one.
yeah. But I mean, like, look at the original Star Wars. Like, New Hope's good. Emperor Strikes Back is amazing. And I
Yeah.
like Return of the Jedi. A lot of people rip on it now, but I think it's a great movie.
Ewoks. Hashtag Ewoks.
Yeah. And
No,
then like,
you're right. I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's just it's not as good as the. I mean, it had big shoes to fill after. I mean, dude, Empire is one of the greatest fucking sequels of all
yeah.
time.
And then you look at like The Dark Knight, where Batman Begins is good.
Yeah.
Dark Knight is amazing. And then you have problems with the third one.
I like how that's a very minute way for
Very minute way.
for you of saying that it wasn't very good.
No, listen, I'm not.
You fucking religiously defended that movie.
I love that movie. I'm just not here to,
So now you're backtracking.
I'm saying I understand that problem. It wasn't as good as the second one.
No, it was not.
Is my original point. Is that
No, it was not. No, Batman, it was not that good.
Yeah, like that's like the I think Back to the Future was the same way, where the second one was the best.
Yeah, no, you like Back to the Future 2 over Back to the Future 1?
Yeah, I think it goes first one, second one. I mean, it goes second one, first one, third one.
No. Oh, heresy, sir. Heresy.
Uh,
Oh, the first one's the best. Oh no, I mean the second one is not. It's not bad, but it is awesome. But
yeah.
oh,
I'm not saying anything bad about the first one. I just think the second one's the
Oh,
best.
I disagree, sir.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
I mean, no, the second one is awesome though, but it's
Yeah,
I don't think it holds a candle to the first one.
yeah,
I think that's an excellent trilogy though, except for the third one.
yeah. That's pretty much where I'm going. Is like usually the third one is usually like by the first and second one they get all their best stuff out.
Yeah.
So if the second one's not good, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we'll see though. That's interesting that they got. I wonder if because they're saying that he might direct 8 and 9, so I'm wondering if they'll stick with that, or if they'll get even another guy to do 9, or maybe they'll bring JJ back.
That would
for
just
9.
be the strangest thing if they had 3 different directors.
Oh, dude, so weird. Well, maybe not. I mean, didn't the original Star Wars trilogy have like 3 different directors?
I thought it was 2. I
Didn't
thought it was Lucas.
Cassidy did the second one, Lucas did the first one. Did Lucas do the third one too?
I think he did.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
I want to get raged at.
Who cares? Are we fucking experts?
Anyone still listening at this point is truly a hero.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, exactly. Just warriors
Yeah.
like Wonder Woman. Do you see how I segued that?
Yeah.
All right. So the last topic we'll talk about today,
Yeah.
because we have to. I mean, I would end it right now, but I have to discuss this. Is the Joe Blow scoop on Batman versus Superman with they scooped Wonder Woman's screen time and her weaponry that she's going to be using and Lex Luthor's red hair that he's supposed to have.
I didn't hear any of that, and that's
Yeah,
news.
Joe Blow caught a scoop this week that Lex Luthor is supposed to be sporting red hair in this, and that he balds as the picture goes forward.
Wow. That's amazing.
And he's pretty much playing like the same kind of like Mark Zuckerberg-y kind of Facebook dude. Like from what I like, they said that like he's supposed to have like he's like one of these new agey kind of like business owner dudes. He's got like a basketball court in his like office and shit. Like it's one of those shit
That
things.
sucks. This is the worst.
I hope the schlock suit is sitting next to the rim.
I just like I don't understand. I really can't. This is really not even anything to say. This is
Yeah, that's
terrible.
a terrible fucking Lex Luthor pick in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then they said, as for Batman, he's gonna live in a house off Wayne Manor.
Why?
That's gonna have it'll be on the property, but he's gonna live in a little house that's off Wayne Manor, and under the house is like the Batcave, where he's got like his Batmobile and his Batwing and Batboat and
Doesn't
all
he
that
just
stuff.
live in Wayne Manor?
I don't know.
That doesn't
That's
make any
very
sense.
confusing to me too. And then with Wonder Woman, apparently she'll have some absolute screen time. Like she's gonna be teaming up with all three of them with the Trinity to face the final villain at the end, who may or may not be Lex. We don't know yet. We don't know who the villain will be, but apparently all three of them are gonna square off against somebody.
Probably gonna be. I'm still going with Metallo.
Could be, yeah. You could be right on
I've
that.
been saying Metallo for years.
But they said that they said in the scoop that her origin is going to be glossed over. It's not going to be super explained.
Yeah.
And that she's going to wield like the shield on her back like Captain America.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like
that's pretty cool. I like that. And then she'll
gonna have the lasso of truth.
She is. Yep. She's going to have the lasso of truth and a couple swords. So that makes me happy in a sense, although
That's actually good news.
Although I still hate that fucking Wonder Woman casting.
Yeah, but if she does good, I don't care.
She doesn't even physically look like Wonder. I feel like she's gonna be on screen and like all that stuff on her, like the shield and stuff. It's gonna be like weighing her down. She's gonna fall over.
They still have time though before like she could still like get buffed up.
Yeah, I don't think so. I hope. I mean, I hope I'm super wrong and this movie ends up being the shit and she ends up being like the greatest miscasting of all time. But or correctly like you think it's a miscast, but it ends up being like the greatest casting ever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm very cautiously optimistic on it.
Yeah.
That's putting it lightly. But yeah, man. So that'll do it. An hour and a half into this thing.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while.
Yeah, I needed to get that out.
Yeah.
Needed to vent about some Batman versus Superman.
Yeah. The good thing about this movie is that there's like news every week on it.
Yeah, there is news every week on it. I can't wait for it to. I really want to know what other villains they're gonna try to stick in. I think they're gonna schlock it up. I think they're going Injustice League with it. I think you're gonna see multiple villains in this movie from all three of their rogues galleries.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm still going Metallo.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Metallo.
Yeah. Could be. You could be right about it. Well, I mean, we will find out.
Yeah, just give me something new.
Yeah, something. Well, except you don't want like a made up villain like they're doing in Gotham with Jada Pinkett
Yeah, that's
Smith.
true. Yeah, what a weird.
Ew.
What's her name in that?
Oh God, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
Did she get a name?
Yeah, they gave.
Oh, is it? No, it's not Muggs fucking Malone or something. No,
Yeah, it's really Fish
Mooney. Fish Mooney.
That's amazing, and it's even better because of the penguins in it.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, do you think there's gonna be some love thing there?
Oh,
There's gonna be Penguin and Fish Mooney. See, Fish Mooney, see. Ugh. But more on that in the coming weeks. I can't wait for that show to come out.
When is that set to come out?
Fall, I think.
All right.
Oh man, dude, every week we're gonna have something on that.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That's fodder being lined up.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man, all right, man. So this was fun.
Yeah.
We'll absolutely do this again.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, man. Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of Big Man Rants Roundtable. As always, thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Big Man Rants for all this news and more throughout the week. And remember to check out the other videos on this fine channel.